Hello and welcome back to another episode of Drowning in Regrets with Doomepitaph. So it's been a while since I've last streamed. I've been quite sick. I'm just starting to recover now, a little bit. I'm going to try and mute the mic if I have to cough, because that's a thing I don't pay enough attention to. It's probably quite annoying to listen to me coughing all the time. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be talking about this game very much, aside from the fact that I've been trying to trophy farm it. I really appreciate the gameplay. It's a fun loop, it's a fun cycle. I can pretty much always get past the first cycle of the game. I mean, I should be honest, a little bit. I can usually get past the first cycle of the game. However, there's this one trophy that's been kicking my ass this whole time. And it's the complete 20 rounds trophy, which requires you to get to 20 rounds, and yeah, you have to just be good at the game and know a lot about the game, and there is a lot to know about it, so I'm just not really good enough to get that right now. I've tried many times, and every failure takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours, so it's one of those things. You start off the game underpowered, and then you slowly try and become overpowered. Just I never seem to manage to become overpowered. I always just have a consistent increase in strength until I reach the wall where enemies do seem to manage to get overpowered. And then I spend about 15 minutes just blasting and blasting and blasting away at enemies without any of their health disappearing, and then I'm thinking, well, okay, I'm probably gonna die in one shot to anything. And it pretty much is the case. I mean, you usually die to one shot to anything anyway, if you're going that deep into the game. Look at that, what a joke. This is the thing, the stuff I'm farming for, the lunar coins. Oh, and there's another one down there. So the lunar coins, I'm supposed to play through one cycle of the game, and then part way into the next cycle I'm gonna get some lunar coins if I sacrifice myself at the altar. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, instead of trying to you know, go for the achievement and make the distance for 20 rounds. Yeah, those achievements are some of those annoying, weird things. Like, there's another one I need that requires 2 shrines of the mountain to be activated simultaneously, and then taking on a boss fight. And every shrine in the mountain doubles the amount of bosses you have to fight. Apparently, it's extremely rare for 2 to show up in one stage on single player, but it is apparently possible. So there's a couple of trophies, and that's the kind of trophies I really don't like in games. Trophies that potentially you had the chance to complete, but you were too busy with some kind of other challenge to notice it. Okay, I should be spending this much time on this level, so I'm gonna pick up the pace and move a bit faster and move on. I wasn't planning to talk too much about this game. Yeah, so Death Stranding came out yesterday. It's a new type of game. It's a strand game. Whatever the hell that is. That is what I'm talking about. Shrine of the Mountain. I always find, well, not always, I often find one. And when I see one, then I run around like an idiot through the entire level trying to find a second one, in hopes of getting that rare trophy. But the problem with that is it messes up with the trying to do 20 rounds trophy, because you have to keep a decent timing. You have to not be too slow to get to, you know, to not have the enemies overpower you eventually. So there's a couple of trophies I need to get, and it's kind of, the thing is, it's not like, the chances of getting these trophies is quite difficult for me. I think the 20 rounds is just me not knowing the game good enough, not knowing how to get overpowered. And then the 2 Shrine of the Mountains trophy is just one of those things that, well, maybe it showed up before, maybe you didn't see it. So it's, the thing is, these are always worries in the back of your mind. You can't really just sit and enjoy the game. You should be able to, but I don't know. I know there's trophies that are very, like, dependent on a rare occurrence. Always just gnaws at the back of my mind, okay, I've always got to be on the lookout for this particular thing, because you don't want to miss out on the trophy. Beetle Queen. I'm planning to pick up Death Stranding. Might stream the first hour or so of it after I pick it up. I think it's a game that I might enjoy. I mean, Bolt says I'm difficult. Good, I might actually die here. The wisps, I guess. Dang on wisps. Okay, maybe I'm dead. Stupid newt. Okay, you can all die, thank you. Trying to make a decent time going for the first boss kill. Your health regen is really annoying. If you don't find a single regen item before you go for the boss, it can be such a pain. Because your passive regen is like shit at the early game. It's moving, I just don't know if it's moving fast enough. Good enough. Damn you wisps. 1,000,001. Get out of here. Oh, okay. That's bullshit. Honestly, that is straight up bullshit. I'm standing behind the queen. Okay. I shouldn't have to do too many resets. I should be fine if I survive the boss on stage 1. After that point, I'll find regen items, no doubt. I've tried so many ways of getting through the 20 stage challenge. I've tried picking up a decent number of items. I've been following Willie's guides on getting good at the game, and yeah, he makes the game seem super easy, but like, he's like a maths whiz, and he's turned this game into a spreadsheet, and he's completely figured out exactly which items make the game overpowered, and how and when to pick them up exactly. This game is like a machine that needs to be well oiled and run like clockwork, and you have to work with the game to a certain extent. It forces you to play a certain way. You can't just like do whatever you want. You can't just waste time and have fun like I usually do. You really have to be moving at a decent pace. And that's why I always mess up. I was just like spending all my time and having fun. Like I do a risk of ring one. I just spend all the time, pick up all the items if I feel like, and eventually picking up all the items means you will become overpowered enough to be able to deal with any level of difficulty. But it's quite possible that the risk of ring one didn't scale as fast as this one does in difficulty. All turrets, huh? Okay. Drone. I prefer something like an item. But okay. This is good. Depending on who the boss is, I'd probably die. I might just have to turn it to the easy difficulty again. If I'm wasting too much time dying all the time. Ooh. My nemesis. We need to be summoning helpers now. I have no idea what those oh man, she just shotgunned me again. Yeah, screw that. I'm gonna turn it to an easier difficulty. There. I suck at the game. I don't know, it seems to just... It always just does the exact right things it has to do to kick my ass fairly. It's like, you're walking at a decent pace, you're below 15 minutes, almost getting to round 4. And then you get that alternate round that's not rally point delta at stage 3. And you can't see the teleporter anywhere. And it's just hiding behind a bridge somewhere. And the spores are not showing up, you can't see it. You spend 5 minutes just looking for it. I think I'm not terrible at the game. I've got quite a few... I've done quite a few recordings of the moments before my death in the 20 round challenge. And I've been dodging enemy attacks quite good, I think. So all I'm really missing is figuring out exactly how to quote-unquote break the game. Technically, that's all I have to figure out. And then I probably stand a decent chance of making it. Here's another Shrine of the Mountain. Now if there's not a second one, it doesn't matter. And since I found one, I have to look around. Like, it doesn't matter too much, I'm not on the 20 rounds challenge, you know? 25 quests. Enough tears for that one. So I will look around and try and find another Shrine of the Mountain to get that other rare trophy. The last step I had was really upsetting. I was on round 15. I felt like I was strong enough actually to make it. I had enough like one-shot protection. I had a decent amount of teddy bears. I had a lot of items, I spent a lot of rounds farming. I was about... I think I was doing decent for time too. I was at like 90 minutes. It's still possible to keep going after that. But enemies just didn't die. They just... I was back at Rally Point Delta and enemies all of a sudden just didn't die anymore. They refused to die. And of course if you're going up against a whole army of greater wisps, bisons... What else was there? There was a bunch of stuff. Clocks. I don't know if the clocks were there. What is that? What is Oh, hello. There's a lunar coin. Pick up these 2 items. Ooh, I like that one. Sprint speed increase. Boss damage increase. Have we got any regen? The no regen on round 1 seems to be what's killing me, so I'm just gonna pick up this. Tough to have something, even though I prefer the powers. The thing is, the gameplay is really fun. It's just, it always, there's some fundamental important aspects of the game that I'm not understanding, and it's turning the game from something fun to something really terrible. Like, for about an hour and a half it's really fun, and then I hit a wall where enemies just like it happens really quickly too. Somewhere in the ha difficulty, there's a wall somewhere where enemies all of a sudden just like times 10 their health or something, or times a decent number their resistance, and then they will just stop dying. The round before, okay, everything's still dying, they're taking some effort, but they're dying, and then the next round, boom, just nothing dies anymore, including the bosses. And yeah, you just spend 10 minutes running around the circle, trying to kill something, trying to kill anything, just blasting away all your attacks. I tried it with the engineer. I thought he'd be overpowered, but his turret basically gets one shot at some point. I think you need a very specific combo of items, probably like a teddy bear printer or something. God knows what you need to make those turrets survivable. But like, they're sitting duck. They're fish in a barrel. They're just standing still. They're easy targets to anything. Oh, no way. 2 shrines in a mountain. Okay. Okay. That is lucky. This has now become my top priority. I have to pretty much pick up every single upgrade that I can find in the level. I think I needed more life recovery options. Yeah, this has gone from... yeah. Leave it to me to find some, like, stupidly rare thing and say this thing never shows up, and then it's showing up on my stream, of course. I have been paying attention to the shrines of the mountain. I've been here, I've fixed this. Damn. It's not... I'm glad I'm on Drizzle, because it doesn't matter if you spend too much time running around on Drizzle, because the time crawls past. But even at a snail's pace that the time goes, or at least the difficulty increases, even at that pace, I'm too slow. So, do this out properly. Nope, wrong button. I really hope I don't throw. I've really just got to take the time and really, I guess, farm experience and levels. That's probably going to do the most for me in terms of survivability, just increasing my base level. I really shouldn't take this slow. I shouldn't go fast, I should say. Yes, this is quite rare that 2 shrines of the mountain show up in one level on single player. Apparently they have a higher chance of showing up on multiplayer. Damn. I really have pretty much been everywhere and picked up everything I've left. I don't think I've been through this in and out. Oh. Don't crash my game. Sure, I've got the cash. Wood Sprite? I'll take it. The other one's better for damage output, gathering all the enemies together, but honestly the healing is also very worthwhile. I don't have such great ruins. Isn't it a curious thing? You start streaming and all of a sudden rare shit shows up. I wonder if games can even... I wonder if some developers can even build that into a game. The technology to give streamers life. Is that a thing? You know, it would make sense. Because stuff happening, rare things happening in the game, creates views. Views or advertisement for the game. What's there? There's something. Oh, that's the item I already picked up. Okay, I'm gonna grind to level 6, and then I think I'm strong enough to take out these 2 shrines. I've never seen this before, a 2 shrine thing. Because if I did, I'd have the achievement. I wouldn't be whining about it. Checking the mic. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee before it gets cold. I will pause the game when I'm taking a sip of coffee because the time is of importance. Well damn, it is actually getting quite lukewarm. This game will make you lose track of time. It is a roguelike. It's like playing Enter the Gungeon or Binding of Isaac, but on steroids. Because you've also got the time factor, right? So you're constantly, it's one of those, but it's a lot like playing Terraria. Terraria never stops. If you're a fisherman in Terraria, like, I feel for you. I know what you've been through. You're constantly looking at that timer, seeing what day it is, if you've done your daily quest. And you just never put the game down. Like, you know, I have activated the shrine, right? Well, I'll see on the boss portal how many shrines are active. I should see 2 claws above it, then I'll know it's both the shrines. So the wood sprite is kind of a boring active item, but it should vastly increase my natural healing rate, which is perfect. I'm at a decently high level. I'm actually a very high level to deal with the first boss, so no matter what it is, I should kick its ass. I've got a... I can only see 1 Shrine of the Mountain active on the boss portal. So I'm gonna make another loop round and inspect both shrines again, just to make sure that I've actually hit them both. I know it's kind of stupid, maybe overcautious, but these are really rare. I saw in some forum posts someone said that in their 20 hours of gameplay they'd only seen it once. I guess they were also looking for it. And it's true, I have been playing a decent amount of this game, and I've also only just seen it now. It's possible that it's happened on different rounds, and I've just not seen it. It's possible that I've walked past it. But I'll be very happy knocking this trophy out, because it'll give me some peace of mind. Then I can... Got you. I would love it if more than one would appear on the shrine, indicating how much you activated. On the shrine, on the boss portal, whatever that thing's called. Okay. I think I should manage. Boundress is definitely one of my favorite characters to play. goes nothing. Let the challenge of the mountain begin. Oh shit, my nemesis, Beetle Queen. It's actually pretty good for the Huntress though. Because you can bounce your attacks off of her. Easily because there's two of them. Now I'm at a level where I shouldn't even get one-shotted. Look, I just got shotgunned. I shouldn't get one-shotted even if I'm shotgunned. And at the difficulty level, of course. It's unbelievable. There's plenty of enemies nearby. There's nothing at this point that does the damage output that just leads completely obliterate me. Just took a laser to the face and surprised. Even the shotguns from Queenie couldn't get me. It would be great if there's friendly fire. The 20 rounds achievement apparently at some point in the game was extremely easy to get. Like it would also count special rounds and portals as an extra round that you played. So if you would activate the Lunar doohickey and go into the Lunar Bazaar, which you can pretty much do in every round if you know where the portal keys are. Where the Lunar Bobs are, the Lunar Boulders, whatever they're called. If you know where those things are, you can pretty much get that every round, meaning you only have to play 10 rounds, and pretty much consistently I'm able to do 10 rounds. So I'm really pissed that I didn't technically enjoy that exploit. All of that. You know what, I'm almost dead. I mean, I'm not almost dead, but I'm dying. You see this often too. On the later difficulty, in the later rounds, I've looked at my healer drone just buzzing around me, doing bugger all, not healing me like he's supposed to. Boom. Sweet. Re-leech seeds. Great. That's fantastic. That'll help. Sure, it's experience. Oh, I'd already activated that shrine before. Yeah, I've seen these damn healer drones just fly around me doing nothing. I don't know what's their deal. Good, let's carry on. 16 minutes, round 1. I think it's supposed to take less than 5 minutes for each round if you want to be on time. That is huge. Very happy with that trophy. What do I still need? I think I've pretty much got every trophy. Yeah, I think I have now every trophy except complete 20 rounds. The one we just picked up, the Ascendant, getting to... Oh yeah, there's another trophy I still need. I still need Deicide. Don't know how difficult that's going to be. Hello. Oh damn, nice. A high value item, option shop, whatever it's called. I think I'll camp here for a little bit. Do I have enough to buy that? No, I'll go for a shrine. Wait, it was frustrating because the trophy we just got kind of conflicts with the 20 round trophy in that for the 20 round trophy you have to go fast. You can't waste time exploring entire zones. While the one we just got, I already forgot its name. The Shrine of the Mountain trophy, the double shrine trophy I guess, requires you to find this rare occurrence of having 2 Shrines of the Mountain appear in one stage, which is just super rare. So if you do ever see a Shrine of the Mountain on your 20 stage run, you're always like, here we go again. You know, it's like you're wasting all of your time trying to find that second shrine, while you're actually on a very strong time constraint. Ukulele. Best item in the game, they say. Now, I've had a lot of trouble finding shrines until I realized something, and that is that the shrines put out some yellow spores, which you can easily spot. Usually, you can quite easily spot them from a decent distance. 59 they're costing, okay. I hate this round, by the way. So many runs I've had where I'm going at a decent pace. Like I finish round 1 in like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I get hit. They give me this round instead of the aqueduct, which is vastly faster to find a portal. And I realise I'm talking exclusively about this here again, but yeah, I think I said what I've got to say about it. Checker. Yes. There it is. See those particles over there? That's where the teleporter is in that location, or around that location. And knowing that actually makes it a lot easier. I didn't notice those particles while I was starting the game first, and then I was really, I have to run through entire levels and like laser focus my eyes on every part of the ground just to see that stupid red portal that you can just barely see the outline of. But here we are, surrounded by these particle effects that I didn't even notice. Maybe it wasn't at the very first build of the game. Maybe they did add that. I should check that. I've got a video called something along the lines of it's impossible to find the exit portal, something like that. Some whiny title. But maybe if you really didn't have this particle effect before, then it was justified, because look at this. Look at this. If you didn't have those spores shooting out of the portal, like you could easily just run past this. It's like a vague shadow underwater, vague red shadow with those 2 horns sticking out. It looks obvious, but it's very easy to walk past, especially if you don't have those particle effects to guide you. Wisps all over the place again. Guess we'll do the boss. My nemesis. Fancy meeting you here. But there are. I actually had quite a few rounds in the wetlands here, where the boss just didn't spawn, because the portal was too near to the wall, and I guess they couldn't find a place to spawn the boss, and they spawned them outside the game world or through a wall or something, and they just instantly despawned. So it's just me fighting the trash. Where did the queen... The roots on these trees are obnoxious too for this spell of mine. The arrow rain. This plays a lot like a World of Warcraft hunter, actually. Like a marksman hunter. Got multi-shot, you got rain of arrows. The shotgun. Yeah, this gets pretty fun. I'm good at avoiding damage. It's just nice to tank everything in the early stages. You don't have to worry about regen. Everything dies. Perfect. Boom. We got it. Is there anything in sight? Of course there's nothing. Get out of here. 800 credits. This is bullshit. I think yesterday I didn't rage quit, because I rarely rage, but I just quit. I was on a new run, and I got to the first level portal, and I dealt with the boss. I clicked on the portal to exit, and there was still some enemies blasting at me, and I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna stand here and wait till I get teleported away. And they hit me enough times that I died. And that's just like, this game has a lot of bullshit like that. Where you can have completed a exit portal, you try and teleport away, and you're not invulnerable as you're teleporting. You can still get killed by stragglers. It's just, there's a lot of things that are extremely fun to this game, but there's also a lot of things that are extremely frustrating. Specifically, I think I'd really enjoy picking up and playing this game a lot more if I had that 20 rounds completed already. I could even deal with getting used to trying to get good at monsoon difficulty to eventually get deicide. We're supposedly going to get an update for the game. That is the perfect item. That's like one of the best items to get for a Huntress. Because her L2, her secondary attack, is the ultimate. That's that multi-glaive. Actually, a glaive is more like a warden in Warcraft 3. Don't know what they're called. The guardians to the elf. Yeah, the elf ladies driving on a Siberian tiger. Those gals. They run with glaives. Idiot. I really think the key to getting the 20 rounds thing is just having a crap ton of lunar tokens and then buying something on the shop, which would make you potentially overpowered. You also have trade-in options at the shop to trade in various items, and I've heard that getting a bunch of sacrificial daggers, I think breaking a run pretty much just equals to getting a bunch of sacrificial daggers and some kind of broken glass type item, whatever it's called. I watched a stream with Wooly recently. He seems to be one of the top content creators for this game. And he was breaking a run by getting as much glass as he could. Broken glass or whatever, some kind of lunar relic. And I think it's that that thing that reduces your HP, but it cuts your HP by half, but doubles your damage output, something like that. And I could definitely do something like that. Because I really do feel like it's my damage output that eventually makes me fail these attempts. That's a large chest. Ukulele? Alright, okay, already got one now. Would prefer something else. For what we're doing, I can pretty much spend as much time on the rounds as I want, because I'm not going for the long haul, which is the name of the trophy, 20 rounds, I'm just going for 7 rounds. As much fun as I want, running around as long as I want in every round, I will probably make it to round 7. The music in this game is amazing. War banners, wow. I've already got a bunch of them. Who needs that many war banners? I hate each other. It's real. For some reason, the chests just seem invisible to me in the snow. Or I have a hard time spotting them all. I think we've got a decent amount of stuff. Let's finish the level already. Oh, hold on. Ooh. Gas canister. I think that'd be like oh shit, I can't, there's enough things around me that I can't actually ignore everything. Even as we are, okay. On head tops, do something, kill everything. Decent spot for a war banner, sure. Okay, things are sufficiently dead. Pick it. Yoink. Best item again. Well, anyway, the shop's opening in a few hours. Or in a few hours. And I'll go and pick up Death Stranding. I've heard it's like a walking simulator. But I'm actually kind of looking for games lately where the narrative takes kind of a back seat. I've got quite a few games which are very heavily like story focused, and as weird as it is, I'm actually looking for some kind of grindy game. Or some game which has a decent amount of grind in it, that the story's not constantly... Because I like playing games while listening to or watching podcasts, YouTube, anime, whatever. I like having something in the background. I like doing gaming plus something else, you know? And if you want to do that, it's kind of annoying that you're playing a game which every few seconds there's this like extremely meaningful story cutscene which pops up and you're like having to pause whatever you're listening to check out the cutscene. Of course it's cool if you're playing a game with awesome story, but so a Strand game which is supposed to unite a fractured society. Kojima says we've all become disconnected, we should reconnect. It is it's a very like, I don't know, it's a very artsy, look at him go, really, more ukuleles, wow, they really want, like, what does that do, getting multiples of those? Who knows, could do anything. 1001 is how much cash I have. I wasn't paying attention during the fight. Usually you should look around and see all the locked chests so you know where they are. But I'm just gonna give you the experience. I actually wouldn't mind playing a very chill walking simulator. You know, there's apparently a lot of mechanics around just traversing the world. You know, you have to watch out for your footing, you have to worry about crossing rivers and climbing mountains, and yeah, I think I could enjoy just a very you know, just very chill game with the narrative taking a backseat. Any time to watch YouTube and meanwhile. What are you doing here? I just defeated you. Are we in hell? I defeated you and sent you back to hell, and then I followed you here? Shit. So there's no real reason to spend too much time if I'm just going to distract at round 7 in the next cycle. I think I'm going to have a quick look around for all the, what are they called, multi-shops, because those seem to be of quite high value in this world. I love the traversal, but I'm just... Do we have hope low feathers? Nope, but we can still get up here because of teleport. Directed teleport. So useful. I remember these chains being easier to traverse. But now you can actually fall through them. And they're kind of wonky as you can see. Damn it. What's up here? Where are all those multi-shops? There should be a guaranteed amount of multi-shops, or whatever they're called. I don't see it. There's a legendary chest in this place. Oh cool, there's a damage chest. So there's a legendary chest around here. And man, did I get trolled hard recently by the legendary chest. So I got Head Stomper, or Head Stompers, whatever, while I was playing on Artisan, or Artificer. Yeah, Artificer, by the way. The mage that when you hold the jump button, you can hover, allowing you to cross ravines and stuff. And I get Head Stompers from the legendary chest. It takes forever. You have to spend like 10 minutes farming enemies in this round, wasting a bunch of time, increasing the difficulty, to just open the chest, because it's an extremely expensive chest to open. I'm sure that's around here somewhere. It takes forever. It's in here. 2,000 cost. And you get pretty much the one rare item that is terrible on Artificer, because it kind of replaces his hover with a ground stomp, and no one uses the ground stomp. It's one of those really bullshit rare items. I don't know what I can compare it to. I guess it's like hide and seek or some bullshit and let it die. There's a bunch of 3-star useless decals and let it die. Some of them just straight up broken, which are just there to have out the pool of real money decals, so the chance of you getting something good is diminished severely. How much cash have I got? I saw a couple of chests on the upper chain that I'd like. He always seems to teleport away at the worst moment, which can figure it out. So kill all these. There you go. Did I kill him? There you go. Okay, a decent amount of cash. I'm definitely looking forward to the rare story moments in Death Stranding though. It really looks like quite a meaningful story. And it's probably something that's not been told before, and it's quite, I don't know if it's like ahead of its time like Metal Gear Solid was, but it definitely is telling kind of a relevant story of our age. We are getting more and more I guess I guess civilization in general is just becoming a lot more detached. Everyone is getting a lot more, you know, used to have to rely on people for all kinds of stuff, and now pretty much everything can be done on your own. You don't need to rely on, you know, you're not relying on your TV for what shows you have to watch. You're not relying on your neighbors or community for like help in, you know, just like living things. There's not much interaction with other people in the shops because you can order everything online, and I don't know. The game's a little bit like, it reminds me of Amazon compared, what's his name? Norman Reedus, I don't know what his character's name is. I compare him to a Amazon delivery guy in the future. But yeah, we are becoming more solitary creatures, considering that we just rely less and less on other people for help and community. It seems to be getting weaker. It seems to be more and more in the background. And it is making people very, you know, disconnected, to say the least. Because, well, if you don't rely on other people, why would you be nice to other people? You don't have to be nice to other people, because you don't rely on other people. So, you can be assholes to each other, because it doesn't matter. You don't need anything. That's an okay item, I think. Yeah, but have a on-hit chance, extra damage and shit. Let's activate the portal. There we go. Magnet. Are we close to leveling? Okay. I would love to level up here. I would love to set up a banner over here. Somewhere around this neighborhood. Get a good vantage point. Kick ass. Or maybe not. Stop kicking my ass. Stupid worm. Where are all the enemies? You're gonna level up. Almost. I've never seen him be so on like he is right now. Usually he just buggers off somewhere and I'm chasing him down. He's like trying to attack an obscure turret that I bought somewhere. Really? Yeah, that's the worst. Terrible. I wanted to put it on top of the rock, but it chose to nestle itself on the ground. I play a lot of Huntress, and for some reason the worm is just terrible for Huntress. Like the arrow rain is really tricky to target on top of the worm. The multi-glade doesn't seem to hit as much. It's just slow enough, but it's not able to chase down the segments faster than it can submerge. Yeah, I think worm is very, very bad for Huntress. Artificer, probably good against worm. You can do up that, you can charge up that L2 every so often and get some really devastating hits on it. Glade. I think usually with Huntress I just kill the worm by attacking all the enemies around it, and eventually the on-hit procs will also target the worm and kill it. I'll go for multi for the next one. Where's all the enemies go? Seriously. Where is he going? Where is he going? apparently the highest proc chance with on-hit items, or just proc chance in general, with the Huntress is with her normal shot, so... Give me... What did he give me? Leeching Seed? Okay. Useful? I hope I didn't have enough for the legendary, and what is... all those stupid hermit crabs are... That's why there's no enemies nearby. There's an army of hermit crabs at our perimeter, just blasting away with mortars. Just 3 more rounds, and we'll get those lunar coins. I'm moving pretty slow. I'm not going at a decent pace at all. I'll have a quick look around, see if there's any items obviously to pick up. Not seeing anything. I think we used up all our luck with the double Earth Shrine at the beginning. I'll just activate the boss. Let's go. A stone type. What are you using? I used to really hate this whale item, so it gives you a full boost on jump. I'm actually appreciating it, especially when I'm playing part of this one, which is another character I probably will go just because of the early game strength and single-sided damage. I probably haven't played enough Rex. Oh damn. They got angles on me. Stop dying. Everyone. No, you don't. Woo. It might be slightly underpowered. Might not have been picking up strong items specifically. I don't see too much incredible DPS going on. Actually, the run where I was at like 90 to 100 minutes and doing no damage to bosses, I had like 6 sniper or armor penetrating whatever it's called. I'll check it in a sec. Would you... seriously? Stop. Okay, what's it called? Armor piercing rounds. Yeah. So I prefer to not die, because I'm on a mission to reach round 7. Going for the 20 round challenge as well. It's really heartbreaking because every time you commit to the 20 round challenge, you're also giving up on sacrificing yourself at round 7 to gain extra lunar coins. I pretty much have never been sacrificing myself for lunar coins. I rarely even use lunar items on runs because of my dedication to the 20 rounds. But I think that's what's causing me to fail, because I'm just not getting lunar, strong lunar items. Because I don't ever get lunar coins, because I don't ever sacrifice myself. And it's just, every, like, positive thing in this game seems to have a negative connected to it. None of it's, like, none of it's just fun, with no... Titanic Knurl. Oh, it can't just be fun. Maybe it's like, I don't know. Is that the fact that there's a trophy connected to it is really... yeah, it really psychs you out. Does something with you. It's like those trophies in Binding of Isaac. I played a decent amount of Binding of Isaac. I really enjoyed the game. I got True Platinum God, and I finished all of the challenges with the Lost. That's probably the hardest thing I've done in gaming in general. Probably one of the trophies I'm most proud of. And I think it just took me 2 days, or actually more than 2 days, of full dedication to getting the perfect run going, just knowing exactly what has to happen to win with the Lost, and then also just performing properly and not getting stupid and not like rushing. And of course the hardest challenge is the boss rush with the Lost, because as everyone knows, 9 lives can pretty much carry a Lost like challenge anywhere. I did it, by the way, before the Lost started with Holy Mantle. I did it on the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I don't know if it was also in Rebirth that they added guaranteed like a Holy Mantle to the Lost as starter items. Well anyway, I did it without the Lost having Holy Mantle, so I had to look for Holy Mantle and 9 lives. Whoa, watch out. Yeah, I think Holy Mantle does nothing for you if you're doing the boss rush. Because, well, you have to fight every single boss, or most bosses. And if you get hit once, there it is, it's gone. There's that protect you from death once per room, just gone. Means nothing in boss fight. Like any other challenge you're going for late game bosses, just having really strong overpowered devil deal items will help a lot. And you're probably going to burst down the boss and allow for 1 hit. And then if you do have 9 lives, you can just start all over again. You'll go back in with Holy Mantle, and then it's like, okay, stupid, don't get hit this time. But with the boss rush, you're also locked out of the boss room if you do have 9 lives Holy Mantle. So 9 lives and Holy Mantle pretty much don't do anything for you. I don't know what like what items I had when I did the boss rush. I don't know. I don't remember, but it must have been some kind of overpowered devil deal bullshit. It wouldn't surprise me if I had Brimstone or Mumsnap or Mumsnap Brimstone or some other overpowered combo. And it was nerve-wracking, for sure. Especially the poops. The flaming poops lying everywhere. Extremely nerve-wracking. On my side, I'm not paying attention. There's too much nonsense around me that's typical. Stone Titans again? Okay. Am I able to open chests? I shouldn't be able to open chests. I've got 2 uses for the knurl, for the re-heal thingy. I think the lasers don't mean too much. It's the ground stomps that really do damage. Don't want to be hit by a laser. Of course they're hiding under under a tree stump. We are actually underpowered. I might not make it to round 7. Or maybe I will. it's definitely not even half as bad as it was in recent mining. The bosses just seem to not lose health at all. These guys are losing health. And they're easy to spot. Like on your third cycle, going for a round, for 20 rounds, you'll often see like 10 of a boss spawn, and not all of them count, like the actual bosses that need killing. So you'll also have a Stone Titan boss, but there'll be like 20 Stone Titans, and there'll be 5 of them, or 4 of them that need to die, that count as the boss for them. And you'll be attacking Stone Titans left and right, and you'll see the boss hit bar at the top of the screen just never drop, because you're always hitting the wrong Stone Titan. And then of course there's so many of them, so you've got like laser beams all over the place, tracking beams. And of course just stomps going on left and right. No matter where you go, the stomps follow you everywhere. No, these ones, they seem to lead you perfectly. Oh no. I've got to retreat and think about what I did wrong. I definitely do despise the Stone Titans when the game gets to a really high difficulty, or the difficulty through time increased to a ridiculous amount. They really are the most likely thing of just randomly killing you. Those punches that show up, I don't know, these things. Because it's just like you're never safe anyway. You're making sure the enemies don't have angles on you, you're dodging everything, but then it's just like, aha, I've got this random teleport infinite distance attack that can hit you wherever you are, no matter where you are in the game world. You can be completely out of bounds, God knows where. Oh. You know, I probably got hit by one of those bell thingies, but the pacing's been very long. I've just been running around. I think spending almost 20 minutes on round 1 making sure I got that one trophy is what did it. I'll hop to another character and make this go a bit faster. And open up the stream on the side. See, I don't have the chat window open yet. Okie doke. Grab another coffee. Good. Escape the bot. Oddly enough, this robot doesn't just beam down from outer space like multi. I said I was going to play multi. I will play multi, but I'm going to play Rex first. This guy's apparently got one of the highest DPSs in the game. There's a 50 chest. I want it. I need it. Hold still. This is a character I don't fully understand. I have to learn how to play Rex. Some of his attacks regenerate health. Oh, that's perfect. Great movement increaser. These guys are stupidly slow though. Apparently all of the characters in the game move at 7 feet per 7 something. They've all got speed 7, they've all got the same kind of speed, but I don't believe it. It is absolutely not true. It's such a lie. This thing does not move as fast as the Huntress. I would have been to the other side of the level by now if I was on the Huntress. Not true at all. but a lot of descriptions are not in place yet. You can pick up lore for every monster and level in the game. And it just doesn't have any description. It says work in progress on all these items, so it really has a lot of unfinished elements to it, and I find it weird that even the lore for monsters is not finished, because like, how long does it take you to write a page of lore? Like, none of it's done. None of the lore pages are finished. Maybe they're gonna add it all in one go. This is beautiful. Look at all these items. What's L2? Oh, L2. I don't have a charge for L2, so the L2 charge increase is kind of pointless. Heal move. And die. What is it with the enemies and jumping off cliffs like lemmings? What do I want? Probably crowbar. Yoink. Can I make it across with quail? Ooh, just. Give me... Okay. I think I want possibly one more good item. Playing Rex might be a mistake. We'll see. Time will tell. I'm not good with this character yet. I don't know I'm good enough to. He's a tricky customer. The fact that you're spending percentage HP to attack is very dangerous. Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for. Go for energy drink. Awesome. We'll just stand there. I think this is why I like the hunter so much. Because of his tracking attacks. Okay, let's go. So we can deal with the rest. Surely. Not a super fast first round, but also not a ridiculously slow first round, so we should be doing okay. I know, playing on the easiest difficulty, still struggling. Okay, let's look at if I do this. We'll heal this a little. Got it. He seems so squishy, but oddly enough I've actually tried to dial on Rex in one round because I had enough of the run. I just wanted to end it. and I just couldn't kill him. I kept spamming his health draining attacks in the hopes of killing him, and then letting roaming enemies finish me off, but it didn't work. So it actually looks more dangerous than it is. I'm ready to finish the level, but I might as well kill more enemies. More enemies is more XP. It'll help me in the next round. Oh shit. Oh great. This is actually a pretty fun start to the game, having those 2 rounds in a row. The plains, and then the aqueduct. That's great. You guys can heal me if you want. I haven't exactly got a good feel for this character yet. It takes a while before you really get good at a character. You really understand their ins and outs. Sure, I'll take the lead. Thank you. Yeah, so I haven't been streaming a lot lately because I've been sick. Still kind of sick. Planning to do a playthrough of Medieval. I really like that game. Played a lot of it on PlayStation 1. It's my favorite PlayStation 1 game. I'll do like an hour stream of Death Stranding later when I pick it up. And yeah, besides that, I'm not sure what lies in the future. I got a bunch of captured footage for this game, because every time I die I want to know exactly to what shenanigans I die to, what killed me. Because I can never believe it. It always just happens so instantly. You're doing great, and then all of a sudden, bam, some random something hits you. Kills you. Okay, actually, Multi is definitely one of my favorite survivors. Pinnacle survivors. His damage output is kind of amazing, but also being such a ridiculous tanky class. Well, at least I'm getting something. At least I'm getting some lunar coins without making it to stage 7 cycle 3. That's a good coin cut. Put my coat in it. Oh. I'm just here. So I can survive anything because I can reach. Also, kill these enemies at the same time. I think it's not as strong as it should be for the late game. So, I mean, maybe. I think I could see his ability to group up an entire swarm of enemies and just nuke them down could be useful later on. But his regen is not going to be so useful because I think he was going to get one-shot by most things anyway at that stage. Plus he moves quite slow. He's got the same problem as Multi in the lack of movement, while Multi also has like the stupidly high health and DPS. Yeah, Multi's gonna be our next character we run with. Is there anything nearby to pick up? Let's just have a quick look. There's a thing. Oh, oops. Hey. Okay. Acceptable. Yeah, what gets this character is probably the same as Multi's problem, his lack of movement. You'll spend way too much time traversing certain rounds because you just don't have teleport to quickly skip up. There's one round in particular that we haven't seen yet. It's something I've been getting on round 3 almost every attempt I've done for the 20 rounds thing. I just forget the name of what it's called. It's not Valley Point Delta, it's the other one. I should get it now, because it spawns for me pretty much every time. But of course, streaming now, so... Oh, yeah, here it is. Scorched Acres. I just have to complain about it. Complain, get stuff. Scorched Acres, this is the one. You got a couple of platforms with circle, they're in like a circular pattern, and there's always just like one ramp up. So if you jump, specifically that one is terrible. If you jump off the bridge to your left there, you're on the bottom circle of hell. You have to go all the way around there, circle around the outside, and there's a ramp up there. And honestly, it takes like a minute. On the slow characters, on Multi, on probably Rex, it takes forever to get around there. And like, there's reasons you want to go down there. There's often item pickups, item chests they wanna grab. There's a reason for going there. Oh shit, I don't make that jump. Double jump and quail help a lot, but this level is absolute bullshit if you're worried about moving at a decent pace. No, I think I'm just going to take the time to do the boss fight. Definitely going to pick up these 1 or 2 chests that are lying next to the boss. Oh great, Imp Overlord. He's such a troll to get here as well. Because he seems to just spawn somewhere randomly. And then you have to pull him to get his attention. There he is. He's not aggroed on you from the start. I think he has to... What the hell? I think he has to see you, or you have to pull him with an attack. Or he's able to get his attention. the fodder is healing when I can leech off them, but I do have to worry about it. There's a lot of high DPS trash running around here, and annoying ones at that. Probably should worry about bursting stone now. Apparently this character should have like the highest DPS. I'm not seeing it. I think Multi actually has the highest DPS. More than us. Okay, actually maybe it's the same as us. But he is ridiculously more lethal. Especially the dash attack, if you use it to hit bosses. There's a stupid amount of damage to the boss. Wait, oh? For a second. You, baby, that. The delayed healing upon taking damage is probably amazing for Rex, particularly because you're also damaging yourself with each attack you do. Can't leave a chest. I have to get used to the playstyle. I'm not that good. I hope I make it to as far as I need to get. Backup magazine. No, terrible. That's really bad for Rex. It's absolutely pointless. I'm gonna jump over to this side and see if there's something I can pick up. Good active item. Is it good? I don't think it's that good. Wings. I can fly now. It does solve the movement problem. There's that. Okay, so DPS, healing, I've already got that. For something I don't have yet. There we go. Lens maker's glasses. Oh wait, I already have that. Whoops. Might as well pick up this other multi-shop thing. Shield, I'd rather go for Lunar. Thank you. Yeah, I guess on the robots it's not terrible to have wings, because it does solve the movement problem. Ooh, another one. Do I have enough cash? I've got, like, no, not enough cash. Oh man, that's a shame. No chance to hit me. Okay, time to go. Still moving at a good pace, I'd say. I mean, 20 minutes. A little bit late. 5 minutes late for the last stage. I guess if I don't waste too much time here, it should be fine. there's still quite a few things they're going to add to the game. There's a few characters. There have been updates for PC that have not reached console yet. I'm gonna grab another cup of coffee. Yeah, there have been updates. They've added a new character, the Loader, which is another type of robot. I think he was one of my favorite survivors in Risk of Rain 1. Especially, he had a lot of cool stuff. He had, like, overdrive or something. You could go or you could move much faster. It was like a short burst sprint. He had deconstructs, hammer, smash, which would destroy everything. He had drones he would send off. They've had to completely change the loader. Actually, is it the loader? I might be thinking about something else. Yeah, I might be thinking about Multi, the old Multi. Yeah, the loader is, he's that one that grapples all over the place. Right, yeah, they added that one. They added that one to this game. But not on console yet. The big console update is in December. So, my worry is, do I need to get the achievement 20 rounds now? Or is it going to get easier with the update? Or is it going to get harder with the update? Just pouring a cup of coffee. That's my worry, because I know this achievement got, like, vastly more difficult. Probably in the last update, or in one update that's happened. I mean, I've mentioned it before. Needing to actually do 20 rounds instead of 10 rounds is probably absolutely kicking my ass. Come on, guys, get in the circle. I'll pull it away. Nice. Oh yeah. A ukulele. How many ukuleles have I got? Oh no. I don't want to do. Okay, gotta start moving faster. Ooh, okay. These are some really good items, but they're just not good for what we've got. That'll do. And I think I'll take another trend. I'm gonna take power cell. Ah, transport it. Yes. Soon. And there it is. Yoink. Fuel cell. Gives you an extra active item charge. We've got the wings right now, but I'm hoping to get a better active item. That's not enough battery. The damage is not terrible, so I don't complain too much about it. I think we'll skip the legendary. Hobo feather? I want it. That's a great movement buff for us. Double jump. So much fun in this game, actually. Like, the gameplay is really engaging. It's just a shame that I seem to be just terrible at, like, the main concept of the game, which is being fast. So, you're constantly, you know, trying to reach the portal as quick as you can, picking up a few items. It's all about speed. Speedy. Take my time, please. Usually of a turtling playstyle. I'd rather spend a bunch of time trying to figure out the mechanics of a fight than just try and burst through as quick as possible. Definitely more like a tanky playstyle versus the kind of playstyle. Usually you get that. Yeah, good. That's the business. Get reached. Oh, it's another ukulele? Take it. Okay, I think I've got enough. I'm just gonna... Yeah, there's a problem. Continuing to look around for any more useful things. 3D pencil. Okay, there's a couple of decent chests around here. I'm definitely not using a shrine of the mountain. No, I don't want to. So, okay, there's a couple of things around. Okay, he's probably decent at dealing with the Magnum one. Don't worry about my health though. I'll continue to regen as much as possible. Where am I? Okay, this is... I've got this most hilarious death that happened to me a few runs ago, where I had this overloading, like, blue magnorm, and it came out of nowhere and just hit me head on. And these bosses are, like, so weird. They're usually not a challenge at all. However, you do catch fire if you're close to them, and you do take contact damage if you touch them, but they're usually so easy to tell where they're going that it's not an issue. Stupid things. Yeah, I think we could go ukulele prop there. I'm gonna try and catch all this kids in my catching web. There. He's good. He's doing decent damage to the worm. His tracking, what do you call it, satellite laser definitely does a number on the worm. It's just these damn imps that go way too high DPS and bleed. Let's see what's going on. These guys here. Well, whatever. Just gonna clean up and move to the next round. We're doing well. We're probably gonna make it to the celestial thingamajiggy. Hello. Oh? Oh, sweet. Pre-owned accumulator. Okay then. That's kind of a big deal. That's a huge boost to DPS. That's a very strong on-use item. Oh, no, already been opened. It would be a shame to do nothing with this last bit of cash. Oh, that looks like a healing item. Is it? Yeah. No. It's a missile drone. Sure. That'll do. Freon. That's in the toilet. A lot of damage. I think you can one-shot bosses with that weapon, and I've got a power cell, so I've got 2 charges for it. Conceptually, the engineer, I like everything about the engineer except for his main attack. Really seals the deal on me not wanting to play the engineer. Is the charge up bomb attack. It just takes so long to charge it up. It's like, it takes even longer than the Artificer's like ultimate attack. It's unfortunate because I like the fact that he can put turrets and that all of his turrets benefit from every item you've picked up, and that there's some decent synergies there. Also that you can like put a bubble where you're standing and you can camp out. You can really set up a very dangerous zone for the enemies. That's pretty cool, especially early on. It's a really fun playstyle. You know, setting up 2 turrets, bubbling them so no one can just blast them away, and then setting up a bunch of mines nearby. You know, people won't take out your turrets. Really fun, but yeah, I think later on I noticed trying to go for 20 rounds, I put down turrets and it's like they've got a cooldown of 20 seconds or something, and they don't last 20 seconds in that high difficulty. The difficulty increase, like it doesn't matter how much blooming fungus or whatever you put on them, the health regen doesn't matter because they're just gonna get blasted to hell by like 2 or 3 attacks. Nothing can stop it. I don't see anything at all. I've got pretty much one of the strongest on-use items. I'd love to see just regular blue chests. I don't see any. Here's what's possible. Wandering Vagrant. Great. I think this character is actually not bad at dealing with the Vagrant. Okay, I hope none of those flying bullshit monsters get in my way. Yeah. Boom! Hit him with a pre-owned accumulator. Man, that thing's ridiculous. And they're dead. Well, dead. Crazy thing, I've got power cell, I've got 2 charges of it, so if the boss survives the initial charge, I can probably finish him off. The follow-up. Just gotta try and dodge all these stupid flying idiots. That'll jump in the way of the beam like a bodyguard. This guy, he's having a party. And I think we just gotta get out of this level. Can't see anything good in it. Got a bunch of cash though. Is that a chance shrine? That does equal 2 items with the amount of cash I have. Oh, hello. Radar scanning, I don't know. I mean, maybe? Okay, scan once. See what we find. Sure. Okay, give me that one more item. Come on. Spare no expense. Lucky. Okay, stage 5. 2 more stages and I'll get those 5 coins. Dying with the Huntress on stage, what was it, 6 last time? That is not good farming. Dying is terribly bad farming. Which one of these serve me best? I'd say really missile throwing is doing work. And not too excited about him because I'll leave him. Does that work, really? I can hit enemies with my leaf seed? Okay. Didn't know you could. Right? Yeah, get it. It's gonna be like... I do have to pay attention while I'm playing. It is kind of easy to die if you just have a lapse in attention. And also, I've got what I need to get to the destruction portal and get my coins. So I really should be just going for the win here. Charging up my laser, nothing, no stupid bodyguard to get in the way, please. I've seen the Beetle Queen just like bow down, like duck right below the laser. She's got these weird movement things where she's bowing down, look, she's twisting her body around and facing a different direction. I had the Prion beam just go right above her as she was doing one of those changing direction things. Okay, cool, Queen's dead. Lunar expand. We got 3 of those. We don't know who's got this. Oh yeah. Some kind of chain reaction just happened. And then we're just waiting for time. I think the next portal also, we just rush the portal. With a 2 charged Prion accumulator, we're pretty much guaranteed a win, whatever boss we're going to do with. And honestly, I kind of want to end this run with Rex. It's a character I don't fully understand. So it'd be nice to end with success. He seems powerful, doesn't he, though? Like, the way you can, like, stack up everything. This grabby mechanism here. Probably really strong, even in the late game. We won't be worrying about leech, we'll be worrying about not getting hit, but grabbing everything together and blasting them, that's pretty cool. Woo. And now we are in impossible difficulty, but this is the last level we need to complete. Rally Point Delta. Whoa, hold on. Where did we just spawn? Halfway up the mountain, huh? We should be able to spot the portal. There it is. Let's go. I would love to have both charges from my beam, but whether we wait now or we wait while the portal is charging up all magma worm. No, I don't want magma worm. Okay. Just gonna aim it at the ground. Miss, of course. That's like the worst boss they get. Any other boss, fine. Like anything, pretty much anything. Sure. The stand accumulator count the worm is moving in unpredictable ways. Yeah, keep doing it. They're perfectly spread out too, so I can't catch everyone in line. 11 seconds for another blast. Almost I'm just going to blast it into the swarm. Whether the worms there. You go, score. Ridiculous, I think. You're something. Whatever. What are you? Great. Too late for bombs. I've been having fun with the Metroidvanias lately. Trophy hunting. Got the Blasphemous Platinum. Recently, also, Bloodstained of the Night, or Symphony of the Night, which one, whatever. Basically, dude, you don't want to die. Here, wormy, why? That's the portal I'm looking for. Hey, fireworks. We done it. That's 5 celestial coins right there. If you're on the right character, you can pretty much rush most portals, especially on this difficulty. You can just rush the portal in every level and you can make it here really quick. Probably, you know, on a character you know extremely well how to play. Artificer, maybe. Artificer's got really good DPS early game. Don't need it. If you've got quail and double jumps, you don't need those. Here we go. End the run. Are you sure? I'm sure. Fate unknown. You can never like just beat the game. I don't think it has an end boss. Right now, look, there's a couple of characters who are still under construction. A lot of this game is still under construction. It's kind of ridiculous. I'll show the logs, the logbook. I've got quite decent completion on it. And all of the item descriptions, a lot of them actually... Oh, this actually has a description, that's cool. I guess they have some. Okay, So it looks like they've got the description for a lot of the items. Oh, that is pretty cool. I don't think they had that last time I checked, but they still haven't got all the monster descriptions done yet. Notes. Welcome to Data Scraper. Data still being transmitted. Still working on the lore for the monsters, which is curious. I mean, they've got the previous games to work off. I mean, if they're not just copy pasting it from the previous games, and they're actually writing a whole new lore for all these creatures, making kind of expanding upon the universe, that's pretty cool. So, no idea what's going on here. Hidden Realm Bazaar Between Time. Is that really the only place that I've got a location description for? Well, I have a decent amount of monsters. I've been killing a lot, trying to get that 20 round challenge done. So there's Multi and Brazil, because I suck at the game. Yeah, so what did I do? Code Bane. Look, this guy just drops down. He doesn't need a pod because I guess he doesn't need to breathe. And the other robot, maybe because he's half plant, half robot, needs, you know, and then he needs a atmosphere. Can't survive in the vacuum of space. I don't know, there's something. Maybe it's because, yeah, part plant can't survive the, you know, the super cold space atmosphere or lack of atmosphere. There's probably some excuse for it. Yeah, this guy's really decently strong. He's got his laser you can pretty much one-shot the wisps with, which is always fun. And the DPS of the nail gun cannot be beat. It's really good at taking out bosses early on. I don't think it's that good at enemies yet, unless you find some on-hit buffs. Where Multi fails is his traversal and movement. He lacks you know, rolls and teleports. That is amazing. I'll take it. I'll just camp here for a second until I can pick up the item. Ew, disgusting. What's up with the chrysalis constantly spawning for me? It had been ages since I'd seen it last, and now all of a sudden it's showing up all the time. Really don't like that. This guy is ridiculously good against bosses early game. Look at that health just blasting away with the Gatling gun. And then every now and then you can stomp the boss with your dash attack for some extra damage. And you can pretty much focus on the boss most of the time, because you've also got that AoE canister throw that can stun and or deal with most side enemies. And he's got the health to be able to tank the first stage boss. You just focus on the boss, kill the enemies. I definitely think Multi is the fastest to get through the first few stage bosses. You just brute force him down. Just tank whatever comes at you. It's great. Artificer is good too. That's a lot of damage. Sure, I'll take it. 90%. Was there anything nearby that I wanted? I've already got 2 pretty strong items. Guess I wouldn't mind having a little bit more currency. Sweet. Awesome. I think you can just get 2 items from the chance shrine. It's more expensive every time you use it. But yeah, it's like 2 item chests. Random quality seems... There's a lot of decent games out lately. I've also been playing a lot of different games. Outer Worlds is out from the Fallout developers, the Obsidian crew. Probably something to look forward to. I haven't played a real RPG in a long time. I don't know if you can really... I guess Skyrim is the last massive open world RPG that I really invest a lot of time in. I should jump back to Skyrim and finish off those last few trophies that I still need. I've almost got all of the trophies. I really just, what do I need? Civil War and like beat the game, the main story. I've never beaten the main story in Skyrim. I've always just gone for side stuff. What's my drone doing? So, what the hell are you doing, right? Not helping me clear enemies. Oh yeah, there's another trophy I still need. Finding all of the lunar altars. There's one right over there, up on that rock. But there should be one in the mouth of the snake, on top of the dunes here. But impossible to reach with multi. Although I do have wings. Maybe wings will get me there. Terrible waste of time though. Oh, nice. Didn't expect that to finish you. Sure, give me something random. Great. Good enough. Okay, so how do you fly? Spamming the button or just holding the button? Come on, get up there. Go on, you can do it. Yeah, we made it. Don't know if I can even make a small jump like this without having double jump. It takes 45 seconds. It's kind of a waste of time, but I'm guaranteed to get that altar. I need 8 unique altars, or 8 unique whatever lunar thingies for a trophy, and I'm pretty sure I've got almost all of them. So that might be the last one I need for that trophy. I'm just looking at the time, whatever. Can't get angles on that. Here we go. That's the last time we played around with a plant robot, and now we've got a bug robot. Nope. Apparently I still haven't found 8 unique lunar thingamajig locations. That makes no sense to me. I don't I don't understand why. Every starter level has 3 locations, and I'm pretty sure I found the altar on every starter level, and I found all of them on the second level as well. So that's already like a ton of unique locations. They're really bullshitting me with this. Oh. Unless I've already got the trophy, I have to know about it. That's possible. In that case, that's worse than... He's not bad at dealing with wisps, especially at long range. I could do with some better use items though. Chrysalis is not what I'm looking for. Oh, there's a portal. Need healing and move. Some energy drinks would help a lot. Hopo feathers. Yeah, so Outer Worlds, definitely a game I'm interested in. Don't know how difficult it is. I know it's got like this one difficulty setting where you can only save in one specific place. Doesn't allow auto saves, or it reduces the amount of auto saves you're allowed. Permadeath for followers, all kinds of shenanigans. Perks also give. You also have to take detrimental effects for taking perks, stuff like that. So it definitely has a weird, high challenge difficulty level that you can pick if you want. I don't think much people are gonna do that. Yeah, I see nothing around here, unfortunately. Usually this place is littered with chests and useful items, but nope. Not for me. Oh, these are terrible. Oh my god. Okay. I was wondering what the hell was kicking ass so far. Apparently, an army of 1,000,000 wisps. Go destroy them. I might die. Yeah, I've got to retreat. Ugh. Look at that nonsense. The joke is I've got a syringe. I picked up a syringe really early on, and that's really good for dealing with bosses, but in this case I have to go with a laser because of all the wisps. They're just blasting me down with chip damage because I've pretty much got no healing. Oh, look at it. I don't know if this is enemies teleporting to my location or spawning, but what is up with the millions and millions of wisps all over the place? Oh, looks like I focused on my drone. No, I'm dead. I've got to be dead. Yeah, I'm dead. That was a bad move. Yeah. bad runs happen sometimes. Even on this easiest of difficulties, we picked up 0 life recovery items, and yeah. Problem with multi is his movement, lack of movement. So if you don't have any kind of movement boosting items or health recovery, you're kind of screwed. Also, finding Chrysalis is not a good item. If you can get a couple of power cells on him, he can be ridiculously strong. Looks like we're already off to a good start here. That's an increase in our secondary item use, secondary item charge. Only enemies would spawn faster. So there's 2 items now. Oh, great, there we go. Oh, great, lemons. Don't be Christmas. Good. Acceptable. Drones. Also minor. Okay, cool. Got it. I'm not going to challenge the boss at level 1. Or maybe I should challenge the boss at level 1. Nah, I just use my overpowered item and just keep rolling for a while. We'll find some more enemies, level up a little more. Maybe challenge the boss at level 3. That's movement, but I don't like it. I prefer energy drinks because I'm always sprinting, I'm never just walking. Probably much better for late game though, so you can, like, if you're for instance playing the Huntress, you can just move, you can strafe around at high speed while blasting enemies. If you have that Paul's goat hoof. Oh great, that's good. Some DPS increaser. I don't know. Yeah, this game, it takes a lot of my attention. I cannot really, like enemies swarming, spawning, and the time situation that needs to be taken into account definitely takes up a lot of my brain space. Unfortunately, I'm not able to talk a lot about stuff I would like to. I'm kind of paying attention as well. Not that this is like challenging or anything. I don't know. Some streamers can do that. Who think the most challenging is gameplay and brain space. Yeah, I think most of the time I just stop what I'm doing and go on tangents and rants. Are we level 3? Yeah, I think we're good. I'll figure out what items are still lying around after we activate the boss. Hero Queen. Seen a lot of this boss lately. Okay, there's an item. Can't see anything in this. Boom, headbutt. Someone's gonna get absolutely annoyed. That was fine. Sweet. Movement booster. Being able to equip two unused items is really powerful with multi. Oddly enough, he's like a tank and a killing machine. Really good. Really his only downside is his lack of movement. I mean, if you can get like a couple of quails and a couple of hobo feathers, you're golden. But if you have a run where you just find 0 hobo feathers, it's terrible. In certain rounds it's terrible. There's places where you can easily reach moves like the Huntress or teleporting. You have to spend forever trying to get your way around. There's multi. And the boost doesn't help that much. Not if you're trying to jump over chasms, because the boost kind of, I don't know, this guy weighs a lot. And while you're boosting, he drops down very quickly. He doesn't have a lot of hang time. Great. My least favorite zone. I'm gonna get out of here as soon as possible. Hello? Come on, you can do it. Oh, sweet. That's gonna be a tough choice to make. Actually, no, it's not difficult. I'll go for energy drink. Easy. Yeah. So anyway, there's quite a few interesting games released recently. Also, some really good animes playing this season. The games. Kojima's walking simulator, his Strand game, gonna go pick up in a minute. The Outer Worlds, a great RPG. You know, the Elder Scrolls guys. Elder Scrolls guys? No, the Fallout guys. Actually picking up the slack where Fallout leaves us wanting. They actually give what you want. However, I don't know. I've seen people be really critical of the game. Like, I don't know which reviewer or who it was. Was it ACG or was it? I don't know who it was, but there was some reviewer who really just didn't like the colors. He thought the colors were really stupid. I think it was GGG Man Lives. I think that's what it's called. He didn't. He's a like old school shooter player, Doom player. He didn't like the colors. I think it was him, or it was Matt. Is it Matt from Work or Buy? Anyway, one of the reviewers I follow was very critical about the game. Something they didn't like about it. Should probably not have taken that. Do I have? Okay, I do have some form of healing. Let's get out of combat. Activate the rapid heal shenanigans. Come on. What qualifies me being out of combat? Whatever. go up there and tackle him. Yeah, I think I can make it. Did I hit him? No, I don't think I did. If you do manage to hit him, it's just stop your sprint. Oh my goodness. We got great angles on him, by the way. This is a terrible spot for us to be in. Oh, that's not a tackle, really? Come. I'll just blasting with the machine gun then. Get the value. Oh damn, time's up already. Well, I'm done with this run. Pop over to the shop and get that Strand game. Stream like an hour of it or so. I mean, I don't know. I've got a feeling if it really starts off with a strong narrative, it might be just an hour of watching cutscenes and not gameplay of any sort. No good. I don't think I'm going to do a full Let's Play of the game because I've got a feeling that it's just going to be almost too boring to watch if it really is just a roaming walking simulator. Yeah, there's going to be nothing to really talk about, nothing going on. It should have a lot of weird multiplayer mechanics. Like I've heard people are able to influence other people's game, the stuff that they add to their game. Other players might see in their world, like you put down a ladder and it'll appear in other people's worlds and just makes traversal easier for everyone. And it's all, I think it's all bound around this one concept of bringing people together and trying to reconnect a broken world. And I don't know, it's definitely something new. And like the whole dead world, like the invisible black people, the pocket fetus, there's a lot of really weird and interesting things about it. I think regardless of how fun the gameplay is for certain people expecting more action. I can't say I haven't played it, but like I'd be up for a walking sim which has some interesting gameplay and story. Yeah, so I'll be streaming Medieval at some point, do a full playthrough of that game, which I know well. My favorite PS1 game. Already played a little bit of it, and I've noticed some details here and there. What else? The Surge 2. Definitely going to be playing that. Don't know if I'll be streaming it. I enjoyed the first one, got the platinum for it. Probably just more of the same, but then better. Like if you enjoy Surge 1, then the Surge 2, more and better. And I'm expecting some more crazy level design going on with that one. Stacking lead. Guillotine. Oh, energy points. Want that? Okay, you go fly, my pretties. Destroy everything. Okay, still don't have enough cash. Kill more things. Let's go. Find a portal yet? Whee. I haven't been using 3D printers a lot in this game. I always just hate the idea of like some really valuable items you have to be traded in for this item you're gonna go all in on. This doesn't fit my baseline thing. So it may have something to do with this breaking of the game that I don't know enough about. I've got quail, so I should be dash jumping as much as I can. Okay, this level is terrible for finding the portal. Ah, there it is. This way? Probably this way. If you're Huntress, you can just teleport up onto the bridge, but if you're Multi or Rex, you have to run all the way around. Waste a ton of time. Sure. Healing. That's nice. The portal's right there. Okay. Yeah, cool. They do overlap, so I can actually stand in the healing while dealing with the boss. Oh, my charge attacks never hit the boss. What is that? Whoa. Heal up. Eating my healing zone. Don't know how dangerous that attack is with the multi-chain thing. Maybe it's not too dangerous, maybe I don't have to worry about it. Some heal on kill would be amazing. Yeah, I just gotta get out of there for now. Maybe I can attack him from distance. Oh, he's coming in with me. Okay. Gotta get out of here. Too many risks. We've got rapid heal outside of combat, but like, okay, when are we going to be outside of combat? Where, when, what is outside of combat? Is that we don't attack them for a while, or we don't get hit by them for a while? Let's see. I'm pretty sure it goes faster than what you see right now. This is probably just like our own health regen. The item can't be that bad. I always considered it to be a really good item, not with its slug. There's been a few Switch games that I've been playing. Been enjoying Mary Skelter's 2. A little bit firecracking. This was last sprinting. 3? That seems pretty good. Ooh. Oh, that's lovely. I love like passive killing things. Blue portal. I don't remember actually blue portal. I guess it just has a random chance to spawn as well. Oh, it spawns a bunch of homing skulls as well. Really nice. Don't seem to be doing much damage, but I think it's all extra just killing on the side. Get this one item and then go through the portal. Okay. Let's do super bosses. Let's go over there. This is what I'm talking about. It takes forever for you to go actually to teleport away. You activate the teleporter and then you wait for like 20 seconds while the enemy's still blasting away at you. It's so cheap. So here's where you're supposed to break the game. These things in particular, I can get it, I think, or not. I don't know. I need 5 green items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude, I have 5 green items. I don't have 5 different green items, but I have 5. That sucks. So you see sacrificial dagger there, and some kind of broken glass thing. I think this might be it. Are you it? Test. Shaped glass. Double your damage for half your health. Yeah, that's the thing. So you're supposed to stack up apparently on that to like have a broken run. Or it's like the easiest way to break a run. And yeah, then you may stand a chance to do the 20 round thing. Kind of wasting my resources here, but because I just wanted to confirm that that is the item I'm thinking about. Have to be lucky enough for it to show up there. Yeah, so I'm enjoying also Mary Skelter 2. There's this game come out on the Switch, probably on the PlayStation as well, Valfaris, which is like from the same studio who did Slain and Slain Back from Hell, which is just Slain but not broken. It was cool. Another nice action 2D pixel game. Might have a good soundtrack. Definitely noticing the damage increase. Very helpful. And apparently the damage increase is after it calculates all of your already acquired damage increases, and then it just multiplies on that. So it's like it doubles your damage plus 100% damage of like all of the bonuses you've already got. So it's like really broken, I guess. And maybe I should worry about getting that 20 rounds trophy before the next update, because it might change it if it's really broken. But it's one of those things, you know, like they keep trying to balance games, but then they don't realize that they're making trophies like ridiculously hard to get. And like how hard do you want your game to be? You know, can't it just be easy? Is there something wrong with easy? I need to work on drones too, damage increase. Bandolier is not good. So 100 is decent. It makes so you can spam her arrows range, you know, secondary and stuff. I think I'll pick up pretty much everything on the level, or a lot of things on the level. Or not. I don't know. He is annoying to move around with, so... I see a bunch of chests here. Maybe I should just go for the boss before I activate it. And then pick up everything that's around here. Sure. Double your healing, but is applied over time. Might be good. I don't know. It might suck. There's a couple of items that I really don't like. Lunar items. The brittle crown is terrible. It's like you gain gold for getting hits, but you lose gold for taking hits. Stupid thing. You better be dead already. See you guys. Following me from the distance. Missile very sure. I think I'll leave it at one item for that shrine. Excuse me. Boss time? Boss time now? Yeah, well, let's go. Well, helps a lot. Avoiding those stupid beads. Not good. The tackles are really good. I think I'm okay for health. We've got transfusion, which increases our health with every kill, so our health is probably not too terribly low. Chiaro times 2, last time we got nothing but the ice band, and we got nothing but the fire band. Oops. Didn't miss. Double jump, probably was right. Swarm lizards. Assault from the distance. There we go. Oh yeah, there was another use item around here somewhere that I wanted. Oh, there it is. Pretty good. What's right? Sure. That's a good upgrade. I'm not really picking up the best chests. I should probably be looking for those multi-item thingamajigs. Whatever. Too expensive, can't take it. Got another closed chest? Yeah, looks like it. Take this and then go. We'll be running, ending the run at round 7 anyway. Glasses. Those Lensmaker's glasses look stupid on most characters. It's kind of just silly looking. What a weird place to spawn us in. I do think it might be the key to, like, eventually getting that trophy. Just stacking up a bunch of those celestial coins and then having luck and getting that shadowed blast or whatever. Stacking that one up. There's nothing about that is really good. Double the damage. Stacking on top of all your damage. Oh, one Titan's down. And the other is over there. Lunar back. Great. I wouldn't say the run's overpowered, but it does have shadows of becoming amazing. It's probably on the way to what will eventually look like a run that I can match. So, I'm not sure on what character I should do it. 20 round run. Huntress is really good just for traversal capabilities. But Multi is really good in terms of his tankiness and damage output. Yeah, I'll upload some. I might like make it a short compilation of the failed 20 round attempts, and you'll see how ridiculous it gets. The difficulty eventually becomes so that you just don't do any damage to them, and they can just like everything in a one shot you, and you're doing no damage to anything. Nothing is dying unless you can, like Wooly says, get a broken, completely break the game with crazy powerful item combos. I just don't know enough about at this point. Sure, better than nothing. Hello. The Royal Capacitor. I like the sound of that. Yoink. Pull down Lightning Strike on the targeted monster. Sweet. I'll enjoy testing that out. I don't think I've picked that item up before. Oh shit. That was a multi-store thing that I didn't get. Anyway, A Hat in Time is also on the Switch. Deadly Premonition 1, they're really getting a lot of good games onto it. All of the Resident Evil series is seeing some love. It's getting, I don't know, they're getting all of their collection out, like on all platforms. And of course Mary Skelter, which seems to be more of the same. It seems like an alternate telling of the original story of Mary Skelter. That's what it seems to be. It's like they're ignoring all the events of the first Mary Skelter nightmares. Moving into 2, they're just like, oh, just pretend like the first game never happened, right? It's like a complete alternate storytelling. It's weird. I wonder if it's just like my first impressions, I just don't understand the story. It's going to become clear eventually, but for now it just seems like they've ignored the first game completely and remade it with a couple of differences. Okay. Is that one-shot protection? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Shouldn't need it. Sure, why not? Double the amount of bosses. I think I'll take the shrine because why not? 75% of HP. Okay, we're good. Oh my god, my army is working. No. Not the woodwork. Debate, it's a boss. Put all the drones. Triangle on you and see what happens. I think it already happened, it's just a really quick lightning strike. Oh damn, it's got a decently short cooldown too. Don't think that's how you die. What you do. Cool. Just die. Thank you. Oh shit. Here they go again. Now. Almost like Ruby died. Oh. Oh, that looks cool. I mean, we're still early game, but I do think you're going to need to ×2 and ×4 your damage to get to round 20. It probably is just such a thing like rely on class. Ooh, wow, that's some damage. Let's go. Stage 7, the end of the run. There's a couple more things I want to mention though, but I'll mention them after the run, when I don't have to pay attention to stuff anymore. Yeah, the gameplay is extremely engaging. Like it allows you to listen to things in the background, not necessarily pay much attention to stuff besides this game, because yeah, eventually most things will kill you in one shot and you don't want to be not paying attention. One shot if I start. Okay, now where is that portal? Those laughing skulls remind me of Sweet Sister. How much is this worth? 5,000. Is that worth it? Probably not. I wouldn't mind saving up and figuring it out though. But I'm not sure because I don't want to risk losing the lunar coins we're going to get if we finish the round. How long would it take to save up 5,000 in this round? Surely it would take that. Too strong. Some random box mostly. Now we're already at 1,000. I might as well. Might as well farm it up and finally see what that thing does. Well, we're getting enough enemies, more than we can use to farm at a decent pace. I've already got 3,000, almost there. Oh damn, 4,000. Has it gone up yet? If I can find the thing, where did I leave it? Ah, there it is. 4,900. Okay. The enemy stopped spawning or something? I believe I'd have enough if I go across portal. So it's gonna keep going. Won't take long. A few elites more. We'll be set. is. 5,000. That was quick. Let's finally see what this contraption does now. We like a TC-280 prototype. Bam. Now they, at some point at the early life of the game, they drones wouldn't follow you through portals, so any drones you pick up would not come through portals with you. Now they do. Like whenever you repair drones or you buy drones, they come through portals with you, so you can kind of stack up. It's a decent investment because they'll come with you through the next level and the next level. This looks like a pretty strong machine. I mean, it does cost like almost the equivalent of the legendary test, but is it worthwhile? I wonder if even this drone didn't go through portals with you in the original version of the game. Because if he didn't, then he definitely is a waste of money. But now, maybe he's worth his money if he follows you to the next level. On stage 7 at 44. How bad is that? What did I just pick up? Personal shield sensor. It's one of those things, you know, is this a run which could make it to level 20? Probably not. Probably haven't been going fast enough. And it's not like we're overpowered, we really have just like one item we're relying on to do a lot of our work. That glass thing. Find a ball or that away. Oh, there it is. Looking for a pile of spores. These guys. Oh, one of them is already dead. Damn. Oh shit. Oh, no. My dash failed. Don't die. Don't die. Full damage. Okay. We've recovered some. The clay boss man up there is getting blasted. They just reach out, that's pretty good. Douche Strider getting bullied by our TC-280 prototype. Killing him? Killed him. What's the fastest way to get back up here? This one? Decent DPS item. Oh no. Okay, yeah. Drones. Will help. I'm seeing the enemies come at me and they're all like stupid high DPS monsters. Legion imps and some weird elites fire damage and look at me go. Cool reflection. Hey, we made it. More coins. Yeah, I do believe he comes to the next round with you. Whee! Oh, whoops. Shit. Help! We're falling to oblivion. Yeah, I think they reset you back at the top every time you fall down. Yeah, you're not supposed to fall down. We have quail, but no hopo feathers. So I do have to try and aim for the platforms. Close. Another successful run, technically. Maybe if we had gone faster, this has makings of a 20 round run. Don't know about Corpse Bloom. W healing applied over time, don't know if that's very good. I don't, because you're pretty much multi. If you're playing with multi, he also has 2 item slots, and you can have the unknown fruit or whatever it's called. And if you've got fuel cells, you can have multiple uses of the unknown fruit, which pretty much heals you to full when you use it, and it's got a pretty slow cooldown. So you've got like a couple of fuel cells, 3 or 4 fuel cells. You've got a full heal, which is on like a 16-second cooldown, times 4. So times 4 full heal, 16-second cooldown. You don't want that to be over time, because it's just like an instant heal. Like you get hit by something nasty, it doesn't kill you. Heal to full, you know, you can keep going. Not a huge fan of the Corpse Bloom thingamajig. Glass is probably going to be the one that brings me to the trophy eventually, if I can ever get it. Really enjoy the game, don't like don't like the wall I keep hitting, or between 10 and 20, around 10 and 20, where just I do no damage to the enemies. I'm sitting there fighting a 20-minute boss fight, and they're not losing health. Well, yeah, the glass is probably the key to victory. And also, what else was really good? I guess the glass in combination with infusion increase health when you kill enemies. Could be good. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the main screen. There's a couple of things I couldn't mention because I was paying too much attention to the game. Let's go. I can mention them on the stream I'm gonna do when I go pick up Death Stranding. Stream Death Stranding for an hour, but I'm probably just going to be talking about the game. So, yeah, a couple of things. I mean, these are all things just to like unload my brain. I gotta have written all these games down, and these games I've been playing lately, the trophies I've been going for, the anime series, which have been pretty good recently that came out. So yeah, just go over these that I've got written down here. The Outer Worlds, of course. If you're a fan of Fallout, this one probably has you covered until who knows when the next decent Fallout comes out. Bethesda, they seem to be doing pretty not great lately, losing a lot of trust. People are worried. People are very worried about the next Elder Scrolls game, if it's going to be good. Granny Elder Scrolls. if she lives to see it. I hope she's not disappointed in the game. She did some voice work for it. Hope it doesn't suck. Link's Awakening, Demon Ex Machina, Mary Skelter 2, Valfaris, A Hat in Time, and the Deadly Premonition games 1 and 2, the sequel. Something to look forward to. Coming out, probably all on the Switch. So I'm interested in getting possibly once Valfaris on the Switch. Could be a fun action 2D metal game. Demon Ex Machina, I'm not sure about it. Link's Awakening, I know how good it is because I've got the original on Game Boy. The old, the white, no Game Boy Color. Link's Awakening Game Boy game. A great game. Very good. Great music, great pacing, really cool items, really fun world. Just a blast to play. Really been enjoying that. I've been taking it slow. I've not been rushing to play through that game, but yeah. I think I'm a little bit stuck on the item trade thing. I've got... what do you start off with? Dog food? Or ribbon? You start off with something. And I've got it to the point at which I've got broom, but I don't know who to trade broom with. So, yeah. That's the one thing I haven't... that I don't remember completely about the game. But for the most part, the dungeons... I'm having fun figuring out the dungeons. The series that have come out recently, or that have been dubbed recently that I'm enjoying, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind is starting to get dubbed. I'm enjoying that. I know I'm probably missing some English memes, not watching the Japanese one, but you know, I just enjoy dub more. What can I say? Dr. Stone is another, I think that's, was it this season or last season's top show? Really enjoying that. Cool take on, well, I don't know if it's an isekai, probably not an isekai, but it might as well be. It's got an interesting story. You know, the world's frozen in stone, and then this like crazy doctor guy is counting the seconds as he's frozen, and he wakes up and he's gonna rebuild society. Quite interesting. It's like a science show. You don't see many science shows. I think the last one I can think of was also the time travel show. The name escapes me. Yeah, I forget it. You know, the top time travel show. It used to be like the, I think it's might still be counted as the #1 anime. You know it. I just can't. I can not for the life of me remember the name. Yeah, also a sciencey kind of show. Fire Force Demon Slayer is really good, I've heard. Looking forward to that getting fully dubbed so I can watch it. To the Abandoned Sacred Beasts, not to be overlooked. Danmachi Season 2 is all done. I just have to put the time in and watch it. No Guns Life is probably the show besides Demon Slayer I'm most interested in watching. It's with this weird gun guy. It's this detective who's got a gun for a head. Really nice animation style. It mixes game cutscene CGI type scenes with animated scenes. And it's interesting. You get some really beautiful scenes with the I think they're using Unreal Engine in that one. It's it's weird, but it works, and it's cool. It's from the guys behind Black Lagoon, which is also a really nicely drawn show. Yeah, looking forward to watching No Guns Life completely, and I hope that the show's story stays good. Yeah, hope it stays good. Trophies, possibly going for Hollow Knight, finishing that off, and Skyrim, don't know. don't know if I have the skill for Hollow Knight, but then again, I don't know if I've got the skill for Risk of Rain 20 rounds, and you know, I can play days on end Risk of Rain 20 rounds, or I can get good at every boss in Hollow Knight, and I feel like Hollow Knight, as difficult as it is, it might still be easier than the Risk of Rain 20 round trophy. Trophies I completed recently, I mentioned it earlier, Bloodstained Blasphemous, Code Vein, Dark Souls Remaster, which I've been procrastinating on forever, because you know how much I like Dark Souls. It was, yeah, not too difficult to go back and get another platinum for that. And when the Demon Souls remake comes out on PlayStation 5, I'll probably platinum that as well, because I have the Demon Souls platinum. As, like, I don't know, I think it's a bit over exaggerated, the difficulty to get pure Bladestone. I mean, if you know what you're doing and you bring your world tendency to pure black, and you know, you're farming the right mobs, it's probably just hunker down for a few hours or whatever, and like watch a Lobos Dark Souls Let's Play or something in the meanwhile, and eventually you'll get it. Like, it's just a few hours of farming, it not high difficulty, depending on like what kind of build you have. I think I remember doing it with like this instant kill soul sucking ability. I don't remember what it's called, but it's something that it's like you poke whatever's in front of you with your talisman, whatever it's called, the casting tool in Demon Souls, and when you pull back the item, whatever is in front of you is instantly killed. It's like, I don't know, soul farming. I think that's the method I used to kill the, you know, pure Bladestone skeletons, whatever they're called. Yeah. And besides that, I picked up Sea Salt, which is cheap, what is it, Switch game. Seems interesting. It's like a very Lovecraftian game. There's like this religion that also happens to be near the seaside, and they're worshipping Dagon or something, and you know, this high priest doesn't want to sacrifice himself, while Dagon demands his sacrifice. He's like, no, I don't want to sacrifice myself, I'll sacrifice all of my followers, but not me. And then, that's how the game starts, and you fly around as an unseen entity, and you summon hordes and swarms around you, and it's a cool looking game. I'm looking forward to getting into that. Kind of reminds me of the Padre, which I also recently finished. Kind of finished. I know I got to an end boss looking thing, but I couldn't get past it. But the game kept crashing every time I tried to fight the end boss. So I think I've kind of beaten the game. I haven't seen any end game cutscene. The game is unfortunately kind of broken. It's a really cool game. It's like a very short, what would you call it? It's like a more, it's a less serious Silent Hill 1. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. It's a less serious Silent Hill 1 with a really cool voice actor. But unfortunately the game gets stuck so often. There's so many glitches and broken things in there. Oh man, it's terrible. It's a great game, but it has some completely broken glitches. I remember trying to move a bookcase in front of a window, and my character kept glitching through the bookcase until we were stuck between the bookcase and the wall, and this was happen every time. And you need to move the bookcase to, like, this is one room where you have to do this puzzle, and there's a lot of places where you clip through things and get stuck, and the game crashes in certain places over and over. it's the worst kind of glitches. You know, it's glitches that are reliable to be repeated. Like you do one thing, you move, you walk over a certain corridor on the left, and you crash. Okay, you just boot up the game again. You walk over the same corridor on the left, you crash again in the exact same place. So there are crashes that consistently happen while repeating the same thing. It's not like there's a chance if you're doing this one thing you're going to crash. No, it's like, okay, you're guaranteed to crash if you do this, so you're avoiding crashes at some point. And yeah, it's the worst kind of bugs that are in that game, unfortunately, because the game really has a lot of character to it, and I quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much that I could like deal with the terrible crashes and glitches, but I wish I didn't have to. Yep, I think that's about everything that I've been interested in lately. New things that have come out, stuff. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm gonna pop over to the store, grab me a Death Stranding, and I'll stream a little bit of that, like an hour. I'm not gonna go crazy with it. I know I tend to lose track of time. I think I'm gonna call it an hour, no matter what, you know, even if I waste time rambling on this and that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. I don't know. I shouldn't be shouldn't be bargaining to stick a time on it. Yeah, I'll play the beginning of the game. Don't think, actually I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do a full let's play of it, because it's going to be a weird one. But I will share my first impressions. Anyway, yeah. Risk of Rain. It's fun. It's bullshit as well. It's fun and bullshit. They are adding characters at one point. This one's already out. It's Spider-Man. It's like Robot Spider-Man, and these two, who knows what they are. I would love to see Acrid in the game. I don't know how they would do it though, because some of his abilities are kind of like ground, AoE, pandemic. But I would love to see them manage to put Acrid in here. That was one of my favourite characters in the third one. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.